Nothing I did made him stop hitting me. Nothing.
I've never struck Miss Heard.
From other witnesses, and you're going to hear who he really is in his own words, in the vile, graphic, terrible messages that he wrote about Amber and ways he used to.
Now, why are you here?
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
Thank you, Your Honor. Will you please state your name?
Yes, it's Amber Heard.
And what is your address?
I live in Yucca Valley, California.
And how old are you?
I've never struck a woman in my life. One day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo. I didn't deserve that.
All right.
After receiving kind of a roundhouse punch, just nailed me on the cheekbone. She has a need for conflict. She has a need for violence. Miss Heard, in her frustration and in her rage and her anger, she would strike out. She would.
He rips my underwear off, and then he proceeds to do a cavity search. He said he was looking for his drugs, his cocaine, his coke.
You've trashed hotel rooms before simply because you've had a bad couple days and an unpleasant time, correct?
I have assaulted a couch or two, yes, sir.
You'd agree that at times in your life you've expressed yourself through destructive behavior.
Yes.
And what about mushrooms?
I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much.
How often would Miss Heard drink in your presence while you were in a relationship?
Always.
This is a photo of 4 pretty huge bags of marijuana, correct?
Yes, sir, that is a lot of marijuana.
You found that drugs are the only way to numb your pain, right?
They have always been a medicine for me, yes, a numbing agent. That was in Boston when I was doing Black Mass.
In Boston. And that's ice cream on your lap, correct?
It is indeed. Miss Heard asked me to hold the ice cream as she noticed that I was on the nod. That means falling asleep from the 17-hour day that I'd worked and also the opiates that I'd ingested.
That is the love of my life. And he was. He was, but he was also this other thing. He was also this other thing. And that other thing was awful.
Miss Heard wasn't the only one who had a problem with your drinking, correct?
Sir, if anyone had a problem with my drinking at any time in my life, it was me. The only person that I have ever abused in my life is myself.
I would try then lashing out verbally. I would try to threaten that if he hit me again, that I would call the police. You know, the police were called several times, but I tried to do everything. I even threatened to leave him, you know, and tried to leave him, and nothing was working.
Mr. Depp, how are you feeling?